I grew up as a preacher's kid, and when I was in 4th grade, I was at GA camp and decided that I wanted to go down front and tell them that I wanted to become a Christian. So I did, and then I remember making a phone call to my parents to let them know what I had done. When I got home from camp, I made my profession public at my church, and shortly after that, I was baptized. And then I grew up into my youth years going to many camps and mission trips. I was on the youth praise team and the adult praise team, and just kind of anytime the doors were open, I was at the church. But I began to feel empty. And about 6 years ago, maybe 7, Dave preached a sermon about, which road are you taking? And that's when I realized that my salvation wasn't right. I had gone through anxiety and depression and had an empty feeling. But what that feeling was so much a question of my salvation. Was I saved? Where was I going to go? And it was that day that I realized I wasn't. I needed to get this right. And so I went down and I ended up talking to my good friend Lori, and we got it straight. But then I had to do the hard part and call my dad. And we talked through it, and he was on board, but I couldn't tell the world yet because I was a preacher's kid. What was I gonna do? That wasn't acceptable. Then I watched as people were baptized over and over. I stood in the baptistry area as my daughter was baptized, knowing that she was being more faithful than I was. And 6 months ago, I was in service, and the Holy Spirit just got a hold of me and said, go. And once again, I got paired with my friend Lori Key and said, I just haven't been faithful to being baptized, and it's time to change that. So we talked, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna do it. It's time. And then pride got in the way again. And for 6 months, I sat. My life had changed, but I sat knowing that there was a baptism that needed to happen. When I started working here, it had never been mentioned. And one day, randomly, the Holy Spirit got me. And I looked at Jason and said, I need to be baptized. So here I am today, publicly professing what I was able to get right 6 years ago. And I'm so thankful to have my dad here to do it.